Well, Dennis Drue, the man behind a deadly crash on the Northway last December, says he's guilty.
It came as somewhat of a surprise to us. We were ready to proceed to trial on Monday morning. We have been working this case since December of last year.
Dennis Drue pleading guilty today in Saratoga County Court to all 58 counts against him. He admits that he was drunk, high, speeding and texting when he hit the car that was carrying 4 local high school students, killing 2 of them. Drue now faces 5 to 15 years in prison when he is sentenced in December. Shenendahowa students Deanna Rivers and Chris Stewart both died in that crash. Our Craig Smith spoke to their classmates who are remembering them tonight. Craig now joins us live on the Shen campus. Craig, what emotions are they feeling after all this?
Well, Dory, they still miss their friends immensely. As I was walking around tonight asking people their reactions, it happened that most of the people I approached were close to or connected to the families or their victims. No interest in going on camera, but clearly affected by all of this. 2 or 3 who did talk to me on camera were a couple of teammates of Chris Stewart's and the school superintendent.
Having the plea being announced today, while it's ironic, is actually a relief because, you know, people concerned about a trial.
A trial would have prolonged what Shen has been enduring for 10 months, so the reaction from some has been the sense that it's a step closer to being behind them. Something one man said he wants badly for the families. Something Matthew Hardy, no doubt, is anxious to see as soon as possible. His teammates feel it's almost there.
It's good to have closure, I guess. I mean, yeah, I don't really want to speak too much about that.
David Carloni is another who was close to Chris Stewart and appreciated his style.
I was just a freshman. I was the little guy there, and he would always come up to me every day, and he would always say hi to me and ask me how I was doing, and it really meant something to have someone older like that to be helping you like that. And
one woman here was surprised to hear Drue might get only 15 years and said many others thought the same. The reaction from one man is one of sadness for all involved, especially the young survivors. But the superintendent suggested something good could come out.
That it cuts across all age groups regardless. And for our student body, it was a grave and unfortunate reminder of what happens when bad choices are made. And so I think kids have also embraced that and using this as a lesson learned in terms of bad choices and better yet, put an opposite on it, of making the right choices.
Matthew Hardy is one of the survivors of the crash, and the first game here of the season, he spoke to us about this. Tonight, the athletic director, Chris Cullen, told me that wasn't going to happen, so we didn't get to speak to Matthew tonight. One man I spoke to asking for his reaction told me, in terms of Dennis Drue, he said, "I'm glad that he finally manned up to some degree," is the way he put it. In Clifton Park, Craig Smith, CBS 6 News.
Thank you, Craig. Well, Bailey Wynn was also one of the teenage survivors of that terrible crash. She's now attending college at the University of Tennessee, but tweeted a fiery response today to Drue's guilty plea, saying, quote, 5 to 15 years doesn't bring my expletive boyfriend and best friend back. Hashtag rest in peace. In a later tweet, Wynn thanked everyone for all of the kind messages today and support. This has been a very hot topic on our Facebook page today all day long, and we invite you to join the conversation. Look for WRGB CBS 6 Albany. Also check out CBS6Albany.com for all the latest updates on this story.